this, but the Queen of England is becoming a Barbie girl in the sense of her 96th birthday is being honored with a Barbie. Mattel rolled out a Queen Elizabeth II Barbie on its website yesterday. The doll is dressed in an ivory gown, blue sash, crown, and matching accessories just fit for a royal. The collectible queen can be yours for $75. We'll get a look at your drive on the 405 in just a moment, but first it's sports with Wayne.
The Dodgers beat the Atlanta Braves 5-1 yesterday, winning the series as well, 2-1. Now, manager Dave Roberts has some thoughts on the new league practice of, I'm not kidding, keeping all the game balls in humidors.
If they're trying to suppress offense, they're doing it. And now you're not having balls drive the ballpark. So I do see a difference in the result of balls that should be home runs, yeah.
The boys in blue are off today. The Angels left Houston with a 6-0 rout of the Astros in the books and first place in the AL West. The Halos also get a day off before facing the Orioles tomorrow. On Wayne Resnick, KFI Sports.
I've been doing handle on the law for over 30 years and have never found a lemon law lawyer that I've been comfortable recommending until now. So let me introduce the Knight Law Group. Now, if you've bought or leased a vehicle and gone back repeatedly for a car repair, you may have a lemon on your hands. And some issues can be minimal, others can be far dangerous. And you may have rights under the California lemon law, allowing law designed to protect you from defective car or lemon. Auto manufacturers like Honda, Nissan, Chevrolet, and many others. These cars are unfit, and you can actually do something about it. Call Knight Law Group, and they have the right to substantial cash compensation or the repurchase of your car. And you won't pay a dime out of pocket. Free consultation, call Knight Law Group, 844-43-LEMON, 844-43-LEMON. Visit knightlaw.com. That's Knight with a K, knightlaw.com.
SoCal weather from KFI. We've got a partly cloudy day ahead and temperatures mild, just in the mid-50s to the mid-60s. More of the same for tomorrow as far as temps go, but we do have a chance at some showers. And then the showers go out Saturday and Sunday. It's sunny and dry and warmer with highs in the 70s and 80s, maybe even eke out a 90 by Monday. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places. Jeff Ball, good morning. Take us to the 405.
Line it in the, there we go. Mountain Lion in the Spall for the Pass. We just flew over this Spall for the Pass. Kind of a sad story, actually, when you think about it, but the drive, your drive is okay. South 405, it's bunching up a little bit around Victory Boulevard, but really not too bad. Now, northbound, we got some more animals in the traffic lead here. There was some horse trailers being pulled by pickups north 405, the end of the Roscoe on-ramp. But now they're traveling up towards Nordhoff. I think they're going to exit Nordhoff for a little bit. So if you're driving in North 405 now, from the 101 up to the 118, just be careful doing so. Some promises to warn you about now. We're going to start checking all this stuff. West 210 Citrus, unfortunately, a familiar spot for problems, and sure enough, there was one. It's slower than it should be, coming away from the 57. Leaving Long Beach, a little bit of a hiccup. North 710 past the 91. And driving to East LA, here's a bad problem. Just got word up North 5 around Washington. Think lanes were blocked, maybe cleared, but much slower. This should be to this early hour coming up from the 605. Running late, use Telegraph. A whole bunch more coming up. Don't go away. Jeff Bach, KFI in the sky.
Expand your plant-based universe and save at Whole Foods Market. Enjoy 25% off Forager Project Light Life and Field Roast plant-based products through April 26th while supplies last. Plus, Prime members save an extra 10%. See more on the Whole Foods Market app.
Spring brings longer days, warmer temperatures, and vacation plans. Norm Reeves Honda Superstore is here to help you soak it all in from the driver's seat. You can start by getting a fast, full appraisal on your current vehicle and swap keys with us. Or return any Honda lease to one of our 5 Honda Lease Return Super Centers. Then choose from our super selection of fuel-efficient used and certified pre-owned Hondas. Rather shop new? Our friendly team will help you pre-order a custom vehicle built just for you. With the Norm Reeves Honda, there's always room for another adventure. So trade to upgrade today. Visit our super award-winning Norm Reeves Honda Superstore locations in Huntington Beach, West Covina, the Irvine Auto Center, Vista, and the #1 Honda store in the world in the Cerritos Auto Square. Shop online at normreeves.com. Global Honda New Vehicle Sales 2021. Yvette, you're on your very own AIS commercial.
I want to do this commercial because I save so much money.
How much?
I save $100 a month switching to AIS.
Great. Get to AISinsurance.com today.
1-800-777-4AIS. At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 38,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
I was a Boy Scout when I was a kid, and we go camping a lot. When we packed up to leave, our Scoutmaster would always remind us, leave it cleaner than you found it. We'd hunt for bottle caps, pull tabs, and trash, stuff we hadn't put there, but we were always willing to find and haul all of it away so we would leave it cleaner than we found it. This is Lilo Smith from Service Champions Plumbing, Heating, and AC, and that philosophy has stuck with me. When we come to your home for a tune-up or repair, I promise that we'll leave your home cleaner than we found it. We always safeguard your floors by wearing protective fittings on our feet, and we protect the work area with the drop top.
Light sensing windshield wipers and headlights add to
everything down.
chrome
It's all
flourishes.
about respect. Call Service Champions for
wide
schedule
stance
precision cleanup and
emphasized by the
professional
distinct
cleaning for just $88. Our number is 833-777-7777 or at servicechampions.com.
This is Jacob Emrani. If you've been in an accident, call 844-24-JACOB.
For official rules and more information about contests on this station, go to KFIAM640.com/rules.
KFI AM 640, Bill Handel here. It is a Thursday morning, April 21. I want to remind you at 9 o'clock, during the 9 o'clock hour, I'm going to be giving away a $100 gas gift card. And we do this every day during the 9 o'clock hour. Can't tell you when. Can't tell you where. Well, right here. Can't tell you how. It's through the microphone, actually. And it's actually... Okay, let's move on.
By the way, the president is expected to speak in about 10 minutes from now. He's expected to give an update on the situation in Ukraine. Also, we are expecting him to announce a new aid package that will be sent to Ukraine in addition to the $800 million one that was sent last week. So that's coming up at 6:45
Yeah, I don't know
presidential
if we're going to carry it because I can give you the remarks right now. Word for word. I can write them and just hand them to the president, and he would say, oh, no, that's exactly what I'm going to say, Handel. So I have my doubts whether we're going to carry it or not. Back we go. More Handel on the news with Jennifer, Wayne, and me.
Still, your favorite rapper, A$AP Rocky, was arrested at LAX yesterday, returning from a vacation in Barbados on a private jet. He was traveling with Rihanna, who was staying in his tower, their tower, and he was taken away. And this is all because of a shooting incident back in November of last year. Got into an argument with somebody in Hollywood, fired a shot, and the victim was injured minorly, or a dumb way of saying there was a minor injury, and he left the area, but he will now face the justice.
Can I correct you on this case, if you don't mind? Sure. His name is pronounced $F. How is that written? $F.
Yes. Okay, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, just like Will.I.am is William.
And as long as you're going down this road, I'll give you the other one that you like to do, and then we'll move on.
Yeah. Well, please do it.
Oh, Dead Malside.
Dead Malside. That's correct.
You like to call it.
That's correct. Knowing a Henry spelled H-E-N-Z-R-Y, and the Z is silent.
Okay, good. So that's time. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. Yesterday in court, a smashed gingerbread house, a cord from the phone wrapped around somebody's neck, and a gun grabbed from a nightstand were all at the center of yesterday's testimony. And so Black China said she wrapped the charging cord around her then fiance Rob Kardashian's neck and grabbed his always unloaded gun when the two were celebrating the renewal of their reality TV show Rob and China. And she later got justifiably angry when their all-night celebration went sour because of jealous accusations. She said, I smashed the gingerbread house because I was really upset. Then I damaged the TV.
Pretty interesting to say the least. Can I make a correction here? If you know,
again?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The black part of it is misspelled, as is China, completely misspelled. Okay.
McKay and Black.
That is correct.
No, I and China.
That is correct. No spelling bee in here, I promise you.
Be careful who you follow with contempt against, lest it not go your way. That lesson learned by the campaign of former President Donald Trump. That campaign is in order to pay almost $1.3 million to former White House aide Omarosa. No last names necessary. We all know who she is. And this is because she came out with that book in 2018 called Unhinged, an insider's account of the Trump White House. She called Trump a racist in that book, said that he was in, quote, real and serious mental decline. So the Trump campaign filed a complaint against her. It had to go to arbitration, and the arbitrator found that the non-disclosure agreement, which is the basis for the complaint, was not enforceable. And then ordered the Trump campaign to pay for all her legal fees fighting it.
What was unenforceable about it, other than possibly the campaign talking about it? They're the ones that, in fact, opened it up by mentioning part of whatever agreement they made.
No, it was the agreement itself. It was vague. The wording of the agreement itself was unenforceable because it was too vague and it was indefinite. That is what the arbitrator said.
Okay.
You'd think he would have the best lawyers who could write an NDA that would hold water.
You would. All right, coming up, we're going to finish up handle on the news. In the meantime, let's check in with Yen, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
New developments overnight on the war in Ukraine. Russia is trying to claim a victory on the city it's hit the hardest since invading 8 weeks ago. More than 20,000 car seats are being recalled because of a choking hazard to kids. The recall covers some Cybrex Sirona M convertible child car seats made between November 2017 and August 2018. And the Tony Awards are issuing a strict no-violence policy after the Will Smith Oscar slap. The Broadway Stage Awards will be handed out in June, and in advance of the ceremony, producers issued a warning that in the event of an incident, the perpetrator will be removed from the event immediately. I've got to look at the 5 in just a moment.
If you're looking to sell your house, or you've inherited a house, and now what do you do with it? Well, typically you hire a real estate broker, and then you're told to clean and paint, repair, make the house spotless, because prospective buyers are walking through, and you can't be there. Oh, and you pay 6% too. Well, how about getting a fair price for your house without any of that hassle? No painting, no repairing, live the way you want, no buyers coming through, and you get paid in cash within 10 days or less. DirectBuyers.com. DirectBuyers.com will buy your house. They'll give you an honest, no-obligation offer, even a $15,000 cash advance before closing to help with your move. And they'll never lowball you. Go to DirectBuyers.com, DirectBuyers.com. Call 844-242-SELL, 844-242-SELL, DirectBuyers.com.
SoCal weather from KFI. Looks like a mostly sunny day today with highs from the mid-60s to right at 70. This report is brought to you by the Auto Club of Southern California. Let's get a look at that drive on the 5.
So 5 here in both directions, actually. We're going to start with the northbound 5. We're circling right over the 5 at Washington. That's where you go underneath the railroad trestle here, the tracks. I'm sure you've seen that a billion times. You make to describe it. There's a stalled straight frame truck. It's just sitting there. It looks like somebody else is behind him, probably helping out or guarding the truck or whatever. But bottom line now, coming up from Norwalk, boy, it's really jammed from the 605. And I do mean much slower than usual. Now, Telegraph got real popular real quick. Everybody's savvy to this. but it's still better than the freeway. North of Washington, you're in pretty good shape. And coming towards the East LA interchange, towards Fort House, South 5, the transition to the South 5 and East 60. Left lane is blocked there, backed up to the 110. That's coming up. Jeff KFI in the sky.
Did you know the Auto Club offers competitive rates on auto insurance? Go to AAA.com/insurance for a free AAA full picture quote today and find out how much you could save. Insurance through the Auto Club. Visit AAA.com/insurance today. This report is sponsored by Southern California Edison. Southern California Edison's time of use rates let you lower your electricity costs during hours when renewable energy is more abundant. Learn more at SCE.com/TOU rates.
As a marketer, you want to reach everyone. Adults, teens, millennials. But it's not like these groups all hang out in the same place, right? Actually wrong. They're all right here, listening to radio commercials just like this one. Radio ads connect with 93% of Americans every week. That's more than Google, more than Facebook, more than TV. In fact, radio reaches 20% more millennials than TV. Want more of the people you want to talk to all in one place? Visit iHeartAdvertising.com and get AM/FM working for you. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Everyone deserves a safe place to call home. On Thursday, April 21st, LA Family Housing will host its 2022 award. This will be an inspirational evening featuring superstars Ellie Goulding and Ben Platt. They will be performing for a select audience dedicated to fighting homelessness. To join the solution, learn more about supporting LA Family Housing. Visit lafhawards.org. Donate today. Any amount helps move people home. iHeartRadio is a proud sponsor of LA Family Housing.
The new true crime podcast, White Eagle, investigates one of the largest cash heists in U.S. history. The robbery of over $7 million from an armored car warehouse. Was the ringleader a criminal mastermind, or was he a political pawn in a Cold War operation?
For some folks, they were boogeymen. They were, bandits hidden in the mountains and shadowy figures. For others, they were heroes.
Listen to White Eagle on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The LA Kings are fighting for their spots in the 2022 Stanley Cup playoffs. Every game matters. Every point matters. They need to pack the house at Crypto.com Arena. Get your tickets today at LAKings.com/tickets.
Let's go, LA! April shower! April shower! Come on now! Heavy second now. Here we go! Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Live Latin music at the Sideline Stage every Sunday.
Number 2.
Dolly Parton gift giveaway. Get a jam and guitar serving dish when you earn 500 points on your rewards card the 25th or 26th.
And the number 1 reason.
Book a room and get a free towel and $20 in free play. Call 888-MORONGO today.
Morongo! Good time!
SolarMax Technology's spring solar sale is on.
You can get solar for $49.93 a month, 0 down, 0.99% APR.
Dial pound 250 on your cell and say that keyword SolarMax or go to solarmaxtech.com.
Monthly payment available on approved credit. See also being number 97248.
I'd do that. Get on a bike, and it's probably 20, 30 minutes faster than in traffic.
Obviously when it's hotter than hell or it's raining, you can't.
It sounds like a great idea, but then end of your work day and now you gotta ride the bike home.
Yeah, but you have a Peloton. It's like going home and sitting on the Peloton.
Yes, just like that.
That's exactly right.
Just like that.
The Tim Conway Jr. Show.
The only exercise I get is the elevator.
Weeknights at 6 on KFI.
KFI AM 640. Bill Handel here. Thursday morning, April 21. 9 o'clock, we give away, the 9 o'clock hour, we give away a $100 gas gift card. So you want to hang loose and certainly listen. Actually, you should listen the whole time. And I'll tell you why. It's very complicated. You listen, the advertisers buy spots, they hope you listen. It's a very, very complex formula, which it's not. Let's go back to, and finish up, Handel on the news, Jennifer, Wayne, and me.
All right. Some people are saying that Liza Minnelli was sabotaged at the Oscars and forced to appear in a wheelchair. So apparently Liza Minnelli has been having back trouble. And she said, I don't want people to see me limping out there. I don't look good. I don't want people to worry about me. So she said she only agreed to appear at the Oscars if she would be seated in a director's chair, so on stage. Now, what the issue really is, was she supposed to be wheeled onto stage and then transferred to the director's chair during the break? Or was she supposed to walk with the aid of the chair?
Yeah,
I don't know.
This is stupid. What's he do? The whole stage goes black, and there she is, David Copperfield, right next to her, pulls back the curtain, and there she is. So she comes out in a wheelchair. All she has to say is, I've got back problems, and I'm sorry about that, so here I am. Conversation over. Oh, she looks horrible, as if no one's ever had back problems before. And they don't have to hire David Copperfield.
She should take her complaint up with Will Smith because his slap and the resulting chaos is what led to whatever the plan was supposed to be getting bungled.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a lot of nothing. And there she is screaming. She may have done this for publicity, so we talk about her.
And honestly, this is a friend who is making this claim. So does Liza Minnelli is she even mad, or is it just making news because some friend got a hold of a tabloid and now it's making news?
Yeah.
Well, the FDA is issuing a warning to women because a lot of women have what are called NIPS tests. Bill, don't you dare. Stands for non-invasive prenatal screening. They are not approved, authorized, or cleared by the FDA, and the best you could say about them is they might give you some insight into the level of possibility that your fetus has some kind of a genetic abnormality. You would have to do an approved diagnostic test, which is more invasive, to actually confirm anything.
Now, a lot of problem is... Don't say, go ahead and finish up, because I want to...
Well, the problem is that apparently some women, on the basis of these unapproved speculative tests, are deciding to terminate pregnancies without having the proper follow-up to make sure that they're terminating a fetus that actually has a serious problem.
Now, that's ridiculous, because all it does is say, let's test further. And a lot of women, for example, over the age of 35, are going to be testing anyway. They do the amniocentesis, they do the genetic testing, and so and all you do for genetic testing is remove amniotic fluid. You can do a whole range of tests. And I guess that is invasive, but a whole lot of people do that. And so, no, I think they're making a whole lot of very little. You know, when my kids were born, we did genetic testing of the kids because they were IVF. And one of the things we actually talked about, and this was legitimate and it's real, is if the kids are anomalous by the way of testing, at what point do you decide to terminate? Severe anomaly, minor anomaly, and we sat down and talked about it. And I went, my line was 6 toes. It's over.
That was your line. 6 toes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, scientists have noticed a dramatic drop in the number of bugs.
I actually did say that, by the way, but I wasn't too serious.
Too serious?
Yeah, no. 6 toes. 7 toes, different story, but all right, let's just, no bugs. No bugs for you.
No bugs for you. No bugs for pollinating plants. No pollinating. No soil making fertile by the bugs. Scientists say they have noticed a dramatic drop in the total number of bugs and the diversity of insect species, saying that it is a slow-motion death by 1,000 cuts. And these cuts include pesticides and light pollution. In fact, big single-crop agriculture really is noticing this big change. And they say that insects are under threat, and they know that they're getting a handle on what they can, but what they're really looking at is pollution and this light pollution.
Yeah, this story was sponsored by Pacific Coast Termite, and let's go ahead and move on, because they also do bugs, too.
Today,
sorry about that, guys. Was that the last commercial I've ever done for them? Probably.
I'm going to wait just a couple more seconds, just in case. All right, now I feel relatively safe pressing forward. Tomorrow will be the peak of the Lyrid meteor showers. And these are beautiful, very fast, very bright meteors. And you need to be in the northern hemisphere if you want to really see them. And you need to get to a place that is very dark at night. So you're going to be driving quite a ways out of L.A., I would imagine, to get to a place that doesn't have, Jen, as you talked about, the kind of light pollution that's killing those insects. But if you can do it, it's quite a thing to see.
Have you ever gone and watched a meteor shower or a time when there's a meteor shower? It's actually pretty disappointing because you'd think the sky would be full of these things, and what it is maybe 10 an hour.
10 to 20 an hour.
So you sit there for 10 minutes, nothing happens, and you see one, the flash across the sky. And it's kind of neat, but, the anticipation is you see a whole lot of these things and you don't.
All right. This next person is, I'll let you decide. So there's a woman, and she is on Mount Walker, which is in Washington State, part of the Olympic National Forest. She is on her cell phone and drops it into one of those vault toilets while she was using it. So she tried to take the toilet apart to get her cell phone out, but that didn't work. So her dog's there with her, and she thinks, all right, I'll use old Fido's leash here to try and fish it out. That doesn't work. So then she says, I'll lower myself in via Fido's leash. But shockingly enough, the leash wasn't strong enough, and she slid and fell into the vault head first, and then spent about 20 minutes trying to get out before she used the cell phone that she's now in the toilet with to call 911.
So it's a happy ending. She got her phone back.
All kinds of questions. Taking one of these toilets apart, I wouldn't know how to start to do that. And what do you do that?
Is she carrying a screwdriver with her?
Yes. And then fishing out with a leash. How do you fish out a cell phone in a toilet with a leash? Then falling in head first. How does she survive that? I mean, it's a lot of questions. And that's kind of weird. And she was on her way to her Mensa meeting that she goes to on a regular basis. And the story goes on. The part you didn't read is they brought her out. The rescue people brought her out, hosed her down, and put a hazmat suit on her.
It seems like after they pulled her out and hosed her down, it's a little late for the hazmat suit, isn't it? You should have wore that going in. Why is poop so valuable that we're keeping it in vaults?
Yes. I think maybe that's the name for a toilet. Okay, we are done. That was a good way to end the hour. Coming up, inflation and the problem with California food banks. And this is a story that, it breaks our heart, certainly breaks mine, and that's coming right up. This is KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio.